Good morning, everyone. Now, I've had a very good sleep after leaving Shanghai. I was so tired. I just got something quick to eat and then went to sleep. Now, it's a nice sunny day here. I am in Zhangjiajie. So, this place is known for the Avatar Mountains. So, if you're familiar with Avatar, you'll know the mountains we're talking about. Now, I'm not going there today. I'm going to Tianmen Mountain, which is close to the center where my hotel is. So behind me is the cable car, which will take us up most of the way. So let's go get that. Okay, instead of walking all the way down there, let's do the Asian way and cross here. Okay, so here it's for tour groups, group ticketing. Now it looks like they let it up every hour. Now, hopefully that means I don't have to wait too long. I didn't know that they have tickets sorted into hours. Okay, so got the ticket. Here we go. There's only one option, line C. So I'm not really sure what that includes. Let's have a look. So line C is the express cableway up. I think that's to the halfway point. Then there's a round trip escalator up and down the mountain, and then the cable car back down. Okay, let's go to the cable car. So I think it's going to be a bus that takes us to another cable car. Okay. So here are the buses. Shouldn't be too much of a wait. So I don't really know what's happening. There's one line that's cut in, and then there's another line here, and it looks like I'm the only one that's not part of a tour. See, look, very fast, another bus has already come. Another 2 buses. Everyone with hats. Yeah. Okay, so up here, I don't think you can see it on the camera too well, but there's the cable car going all the way up there. There are a lot of tourists here, but they're going to be mainly local tourists. Oh, we've got some sort of snack. Let's have a look. Hello. Yeah. Hot dog with egg and... Ah, okay. And dumplings. Hello. Hamburger. No hamburger. No. Okay. Yeah, I might get it when I come back. Chicken. Yeah.
Chicken. Okay.
And when I come back, maybe. Hello. So the hot dog wrapped in that Chinese pancake. I was almost going to get it, but then she tells me it's they use fertilized eggs. So I don't really want the fertilized eggs. But all the people here have been very friendly so far and patient because I speak no Mandarin. A lot of the people here rarely speak any English, but Alipay, and then there's a lot of other translation apps which they are very good at using, which helps break the language barrier. and I've got no problem with them not speaking English because I'm in their country. I'm the one that should be speaking Mandarin, but for me, it's going to be impossible, just like with Vietnamese. So the cable car looks very steep, which will be fun. Again, you probably won't be able to see it, but here is the one I'll be getting up here. And then there's also the one from where we bought the ticket that goes there. And gotta get my passport ready. So in China, most of the entry tickets are linked to your passport. So when you buy a ticket, you need to show your passport. When I get a train in my later in my trip, I don't have a ticket, I just need to show my passport. Yes, pass the gate with your original ID card. Okay. So got my ticket and passport.
要包裹拿回去，拿不要紧，你严就现在不让他的多。那不，验证失败。那小姑娘好乖，我叫拿谁也认不出来，只能给他看个。那为的你先出来。验证失败，请人工核验。我让他一包回去就晓得，那不要紧。
Okay, so it wasn't recognizing my passport for some reason, but it lets me in, no problems. And like with that, they gave me a ticket, but maybe the ticket is more of a receipt because they didn't ask for my ticket at all. They just scanned the ID card or passport. Okay, so got through security now on an escalator all the way up to the cable car. Thank God, don't need to walk up these stairs. Small waterfall, not much water, but we're nearly at the cable car. Feels like I've nearly walked the whole way to the cable car. Doubt there's going to be much of a wait. Let's see, hopefully not. Definitely not. And we're straight on. So it's a very big cable car. And here's that windy road I was saying. So there's a car driving on it, but you can do that. A lot of people would do that on the way down. But as I said before, that it's closed for repairs. Okay, and we're at the end. So the other one from where we bought the ticket keeps going up further. Okay, so this cable car here and goes down there. That's the one we saw when we were buying the ticket. That's not the one I was just on now because it keeps going up. It goes up further and further. So this cable car is the world's longest cable car. Now, I wish I could go on it, but they said it was closed for me, but it's a shame. So the cable car goes for 7.5 kilometers. That's one crazy cable car. Here we've got all the winding roads, and this is the Tianmen Mountain road, and there's apparently 99 hairpin turns. Well, you can see quite a lot here, and it's 11 kilometers long. Again, this would have been good to go on, but that's also closed for renovation or something. And the road starts at 200 meters elevation and then goes all the way up to 1300 meters. Okay, so you can see more cable cars going right up to the top. Let's go to the cave. So 500 meters to the stairway to heaven. Let's go to heaven. So it looks like there's quite a lot of tour groups that are leaving. Probably time for lunch. It is nearly 11:30 because I had to sleep in after not having slept for nearly a day and a half. So woke up a little bit later than I normally would have, but hopefully with them all going for lunch, it's going to be a bit more quieter. But look at these mountains. So it is a bit foggy or polluted, but you can still get a good view. Here is our first view of the Stairway to Heaven, but let's get closer because it's not very clear from here due to the weather. Construction, you'll see in so many places in China, construction, because they're continuing to build and develop and refurbish many things, which is good because everything is kept up to date and looks nice and not run down like you see in a lot of other places. So the one thing I don't like about China so far is the spitting. So many people, like on the bus just now, many other times, you'll hear the throat clearing sound and then just spit wherever they are. That's the only thing that, for me, is not a surprise because I was aware of it, and that could improve. Here we are. Now, this is the Stairway to Heaven. Why? Well, it's not because it's so high up. That is part of the reason, but at the top there is a cave called Tianmen Cave, and translated that means Heaven's Cave. So this stairway, there's 999 steps. So I'm gonna walk all the way up there. We're gonna check out the cave, see what else we can see from the top. And at nighttime, this all lights up and looks spectacular. Oh, you can even see a waterfall on the side. Okay, let's go and walk the Stairway to Heaven. There we go, 999 steps. You can count. I think I'm going to feel every single step. Haven't done much walking lately because Hanoi is not very walkable. So usually motorbikes, most places I go. I tell you what, I'm gonna need to stop a few times. Feel so unfit right now. Yeah. I'm not the only. I'm not the only foreigner that's struggling to get up here. And it's so fast to go still. The stairs keep getting steeper. Okay. Okay, not even halfway yet. And I don't think the camera shows how steep they really are. Okay, this looks like the part where it's got a lot of them needing to rest. But just sit in the middle. Okay, time for another rest. Okay, stairs are getting steeper. A lot done, but still a lot to go. I can feel my heart beating so fast. I hope this is the top right here. I'm done. Let's tackle this last part. I had probably a 10-minute rest, feeling better. But this walk is brutal. I could feel my heart pounding so much. Don't really want a heart attack in China. A Chinese hospital would be a good experience, not that I want to go. Okay, so I've walked all the way there. Very busy. Wow. More spitting. Again, China has been so much cleaner than most countries I've been to, and first impressions are that it's great, it's clean, friendly, but that is that is the only thing I do not like about China at the moment. China is great so far.
Stand in the middle. Pay attention to safety. Please take good care of the elderly and children around
Escalator all the way up. The second escalator still going all the way up. Thank God don't have to walk up here. On our way to the third one. It is so far up, I was not expecting it to be so much. And this one's the biggest one so far. Okay, as we come to the top of the third one, is there going to be another one? Yes, oh my god, the fourth escalator. There were 99 hairpin turns, 999 steps. Are there going to be 9 escalators? There are only 4 escalators. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. Number 5. Just as big. Okay, the end of the 5th escalator. Are there going to be more? Another one? Yes, number 6 coming up. My guess about 9 escalators might be quite accurate. Okay, we're coming up to the end of the 6th escalator. I'm just going to keep guessing that there's another one coming. Yes, number 7. Now I think this is the end because I can see sunlight at the top. So 7 escalators, I think. Okay, we're at the end of the 7th escalator, which I think it's the end because I can see sunlight, but am I right? Yes. Okay. God, that's the most amount of escalators I've ever seen. Okay, so let's see. We got tea and snack bar. Very busy because it is lunchtime. Upper station of cable car. Tianmen Mountain Temple. So a viewpoint at the top. Okay, so Tianmen Cave was that hole in the rock at the top of the Stairway to Heaven. But up here, there's many different paths which you can take to walk up, and there's a temple at the top of the mountain. So let's go and do a lot of walking. So the weather looks like it's a lot clearer now. So maybe we'll be able to go up to the top of this mountaintop there. Okay, I'm at the top of Yuhu Peak. Now, over here, this is where I came up, those 7 escalators. And there is the temple which we're going to walk to. So what we're going to have to do is walk around this way, all the way up to there. And then I think we'll probably end up coming back around there. So we're going to do a big loop around the mountaintop. But let's see the view. So it is still cloudy or polluted, but it's still nice. You can still see a lot. There is the winding road. So we started all the way down there, got the cable car to here, walked there, and Tianmen Cave, the hole at the top of the stairway, is below us. I don't think we can see it from here. No, it must be down there, which apparently on the map it says we'll be able to get to a viewpoint where we can see it. So I'll show you when we get to it. Okay, so here's more scenery. Again, you can't see. There's a stadium in the background here. There's a stadium. Can't see much else, unfortunately, but the roads are so windy. Okay, so here is Tianmen Cave, which we went top of the Stairway to Heaven. It's about 113 meters high, and then you can see all the mountains around it. Okay, here we got the Tianmen Mountain Temple. So this is what I thought was at the top, but it is not. So it looks quite big. They got music playing. They got some cherry blossom trees, which are very nice. But what I wanted to go to is actually Fairy Peak, I think it was called. And this is what it is. So Fairy Peak all the way up there. So there is an actual chairlift which takes 10 minutes to get up there, and it doesn't cost too much. I think it's about $5 Australian. So after walking so much uphill, I think I'm gonna get that. My legs are tired. But first, let's see, we've got some fairy blossoms. But first, let's have a look at the temple. Oh, look at this. Why is he so angry? This one as well. Oh, we got a Buddha. Happy Buddha. Oh. Some angry ones. So here the temple doesn't look in great condition compared to a lot of the other buildings I've seen. I'm not sure why that is, because they're getting a lot of money for entry tickets. It was about $40 US to come here today. Wow, so we got a very big Buddha here. Wow, this one's even better. More impressive. Look at three levels. So much detail. Okay, so that is the last temple for the Tianmen Mountain temple. Now let's go and buy the chairlift ticket to go up to the, what was it, Fairy Peak or whatever that building is at the top of the mountain. Now I'm exhausted from all the walking, so that's why I'm getting the chairlift. Otherwise I'd usually walk up it. I'm going to walk down it to where we will then get the escalator, the 7 escalators back to the top of the Stairway to Heaven, and then I think we have to walk down the Stairway to Heaven. I'm not sure about that. And then we'll take the cable car back down and then get the bus. I'll also be hungry for lunch because I haven't eaten yet, and it's nearly 2 p.m. already. So by the time I finish here, it's probably going to be 4 o'clock, almost dinner. Okay, let's go to the chairlift. Okay, I got my ticket. Let's go. Okay, so this cable car takes this chairlift, takes about 10 minutes to get to the top, but definitely going to be worth it. So yeah, 25 yuan for the ticket for one way. And I haven't been on chairlifts too often. Canada going up to Grouse Mountain was the last time. Apart from that, very long time ago. Oh, so nice to sit down. A valley with another mountain. So people are walking all along here, and then they would go eventually up to there. So I'm skipping all that part, which I think is a great idea. So the information is saying how long it goes for, which 10 minutes, like I said, and it's also 800 meters long. It looks longer than 800 meters. So all the information for this chairlift is being spoken in English. I don't know if they alternate it maybe every time it finishes, but all I can hear is English. And because I've seen everything to be new and modern here in China, when I do see things that aren't quite at that standard, I'm surprised. Like with the temple we just looked at, and then also the chairlift. You can see it's been used a lot. Missing paint, but as long as it doesn't crash or collapse or anything like that, then it doesn't bother me how it looks. Now I think most people are taking the option of walking down, because all the chairlifts on this side, a lot of them are empty. I think people felt like me and don't want to suffer walking uphill and would rather walk downhill. So now I can hear on the broadcast that's telling information in Mandarin, which I guess it's probably what I heard in English, so they would alternate. So this is probably where we're going to be walking down here, I imagine. Walking down once we're finished here. This has got to be longer than 800 meters. Is this for if the chairlift crashes, they don't want us to fall too far? I think you're in big trouble if you fall on a chairlift anywhere, but wow, look at the crevice. That's an amazing cliff there. Lion King. So it has been about 10 minutes. I just...
Hi.
Ni hao.
Hello.
Nice to meet you too. See, the people are very friendly. Okay, so we're nearly at the top and that's everything behind us. Here we go, we are at the end of the chairlift. Okay, I've made it to the top of Tianmen Peak, and it's 1518 meters high. So here we got where the chairlift and the temple are. I've got an amazing mountain. Let's walk around and see. It's like mountains are surrounding us. I think that's the airport down there. And this is where we started after the escalators. So we take the escalators and we got off here. We first walked around and then up to the peak, and then we have walked down and around, walked around here all the way to the temple where we got the chairlift up here. So I'm gonna walk back down here and then get the escalators down. Join me tomorrow for our next stop to a new national park, which is not far from here, about 45 minutes, and it's even bigger. I'm planning to spend 3 days there, and it's become famous because of the Avatar movies. So I haven't seen Avatar, but if you have, you might recognize some of the things we see over the next few days. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you at the next stop.